Welcome to the Mellow and Wolf podcast. I am your host, Mellow. As of right now, my co-host, Mr. Chris Wolf, is not here, and no, it's not because of the 6 feet social distancing coronavirus. He's had some family things to do today, so it's just me. Welcome. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to a couple of people. Two birthday shout outs actually. One, Mariana, happy birthday, happy second birthday. Another to my co-host's niece, Kathleen. Not really sure how old you are, but happy birthday anyways. So today we got a couple things to go over. First and foremost, I'll just explain real quick what this podcast is going to be about. Mainly, it'll be about me and my co-hosts talking about gaming, news of the week, geek news of the week, movies, TV shows, anime, cartoons, some old cartoons, new cartoons, old anime, new anime. He's more the anime guy, so I'm gonna back on him on some of those things. But you know what I'm saying? Kind of one of those podcasts. We just shoot the shit, do what we do, have fun. Hope you enjoy. So let's get to it. Again, like I said, my name is Mello. And I'm basically just a guy that likes anything geek related for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I'm not big on the anime except like your normal, back in the day kind of normal stuff. You know, DBZ, Dragon Ball. Kind of dropped off after DBZ though. You know, I'm a big Pokemon fan. Psst, I don't care. Digimon, and no, not the same thing. But it tells you that they are crazy because they're nowhere near the same thing and they know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just a dude that loves shit. That came out wrong, but we're gonna leave that on anyways. Um, so first news of the week, I guess we could say, is Modern Warfare 2 is getting a remaster, but without multiplayer, just a campaign. So the news came out today, earlier today, that Call of Duty is dropping Modern Warfare 2 campaign remaster only tomorrow, March 31st. What? Now, I haven't heard any news prior to today about them dropping any, like, Call Modern Warfare Call 2 news at all. But I guess from what IGN says, that the rumors of remastered Modern 2 Warfare campaign have been long standing and come from several sources. Initially, at least in recent history, it began on Reddit, where data mine into Modern Warfare Season 3 found details of the then unreleased Call of Duty Warzone, as well as details of a MW2 remaster. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was a fan. I was a fan of Modern Warfare 2. Not a big fan of the first one. That's just me though, but whatever. But since like Call of Duty Warzone launched when I believe this past Friday, people big hit about the Warzone thing. I haven't tested it out yet. I probably do it this some point this week. But after that, there was like no talk about really anything Call of Duty based. So no one thought about it. Then around 12 o'clock today, news dropped: the Modern Warfare 2 remaster is coming. I was excited. Yeah, cool. So get online, play that game again. And then it's only the campaign they're coming out with. I was like, wait, what? Most people nowadays they want to do all multiplayer. Now, for the most part, I'm mainly just I prefer the campaign in Call of Duty games, but but this one was one of the few that I like playing the multiplayer maps on. It was fun, it was cool, but I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, last time Modern Warfare 2 what was that? 2009. Don't want to get my answers. my dates mixed up. But yeah, so and they just dropped the Modern Warfare, the first one, the remaster, was it like 20 this past summer last year, I believe, on PlayStation Plus for free. So that was actually cool. I guess you could have seen the second one coming at some point in time. But you know what? It's all right. On that note, I've also, like, again, I'm not a huge anime person, but for my anime heads out there, I just found that they're coming out with a free anime streaming service to showcase classic series and movies. Huh. I don't know. I'm not even sure what they're gonna call it. I mean, yeah, we have Crunchyroll, and then you got Funimation, which is what I think most people use. You got Netflix does a couple of their own like anime shows, and Hulu does some of the old ones, and then Amazon I think has a couple also on there. So we'll see what happens on that also. But to have their own anime service with the old, like I think they're going like they're calling the app Retro Crush. It'll be real. It's for free, starting today with ads though. No, most of the days not everybody does ads nowadays, so we'll see how that works out also. You can get the app on iOS, Android, Amazon TV, all the good stuff. Roku. You can also use the TV or retrocrush.tv site to watch it. Then why would you see? To me, that makes no sense. Why would you try to shoot an app out, but then like unless you're gonna watch it on your TV, on your smart TV or Roku. But if you have an app, why would you give them a website? That's just me though. I guess the shows that again, I don't know these shows, but maybe some of you guys out there do. These shows are supposed to put out like Devil Lady. It's a TV series, 26 episodes. Creamy Mommy, never heard of that. like another TV series, 52 episodes. Magical Emmy, the magical star. Persia, the magical fairy. Pastel Yumi, the magical idol. Cyber Six, Cat's Eye. You, I hope I'm saying this right. Yurusei Yatsura 2, Beautiful Dreamer. I guess that's a movie. The Cat's Eye is a movie. Blackjack, the movie. Gojo 13. There's also like 3 or 4 other ones on this list. I mean, again, if you're into the whole anime thing, I think it's a good look for you. You know what I'm saying? So I would suggest you all check it out. On to the next one. On to the next one. And this is my first time doing this podcast thing, so hopefully I get better at it, transitioning through things. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm flying through stuff. Um, Another crazy sort of news that happened today. Nintendo is reportedly planning a Mario's remaster for Switch to celebrate Super Mario's 35th anniversary. Now think about how many games have come out of Super Mario in the last 35 years. That's a boatload of stuff. Like shit. But supposedly it's been confirmed that they'll be dropping a whole bunch of games this year just for the Switch, remastered Mario games for the Switch. Now, I like Mario, but I'm more like the classic old school Mario game, you know what I mean? The newer stuff, I'm not a big fan of. Like Paper Mario, which I hear that's gonna be one on the site on the Switch. That's supposed to be coming for the Switch. Like I prefer again the old school Mario, the Mario 64. That was a dope one because I had a 64 back in the day. What else? Oh my god, it's the top of my head. I can't think of it. Mario Party. I love all the Mario Party games. Those are the dopest. People hate on those, but if you have at least another person playing with you, it's a lot more fun. Also by yourself, not that big of a deal, but it's definitely better. So I guess they were supposed to announce this whole 35th anniversary Switch thing at E3, but as you all know, since the whole coronavirus thing went down, they canceled E3 this year, which I was bummed about. I understand why they did it, but I'm still like, oh, why? No. You know what I mean? Um, so I guess they're just probably going to shoot out news little by little throughout the years, is what I'm assuming. And like Super Mario Galaxy, that's another game I was never a fan of. Let's see what other titles was supposed to have here. Super Mario Sunshine. That was on the GameCube. Never had a GameCube, so never really played it. Mario Galaxy, like I said, was on a Wii. Never played it. I've sat and watched people play it. That's probably why I'm not a fan of it. Super Mario 3D World. Like I've heard that this is an awesome game for some people, not everybody, but I never really got into it. Excuse me. Who knows? This might be my chance to actually try it. It's a remaster, but that's alright. Supposed to do the remaster for Paper Mario and a new Paper Mario game. Like I felt Paper Mario was kind of weird, and that's just me. I just felt it wasn't really my kind of teeth. You know what I mean? Just the flipping of like actually feel like you flip on a page. I didn't feel it was for me though. You know what I mean? But since a lot of things getting shut down for almost a year, Mar- Nintendo is probably thinking like, oh, let's just like slowly drop these remasters out on the Switch. Basically gives people a good amount of time to just play games because they ain't going nowhere. I mean, me, I'm different. I work in a supermarket, so I'm gonna be working all the time, even through this whole thing. Doesn't even matter. But that is I don't know. I don't know what else they're gonna do. I'd be intrigued to see some old school Mario Party. I mean, that sounds weird because I think they just released one. But I'd be down for an old school Mario Party. What about you? Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Huh. So now, on the movie front of things, I know that was basically all. The start of this whole thing was basically like what games I believe it was. So we'll see what happens. But on like the movie front, I guess a lot of studios, as you know, like pushing back movies, delaying them, or maybe forcing them into streaming services. You know what I mean? Like I know Disney Plus got to bring out a few movies. I hear what is that? Oh my god! If I can't remember this name, it's ridiculous. I literally saw the movies. Oh my gosh, she died in Endgame, bro. Why can't I remember her freaking name? I feel like an idiot. But anyways, I'll get back to that as soon as I'm remember what I don't even care. Studios are delaying a lot of movies till next year, or again, or they're just letting them release on like Voodoo, um, other streaming services that you have to pay for them first, and like a week or a month later they'll release them on like on Disney Plus, on a Hulu, on a Netflix, and stuff like that. Now, if unless you want to pay for the movie, then obviously you buy it now and get it later on and stuff, and then just boom, watch it now. But if you like, you don't plan on buying it in the future, even after it came out in the theaters and stuff, I would just wait until actually until it comes out on the streaming platform. You know what I mean? 'Cause there was a lot. I feel there was a lot of decent movies that come out this year. I mean, for my personal opinion, like Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters movie. That if y'all haven't seen that trailer, go check it out. That shit looked dope. Like so good. And like I don't know if Morbius is supposed to come out this year, but that was another movie I was actually kind of gonna be into. I, mean, I don't know if it was gonna be good though, but yes, it was supposed to come out this at some point this year, this summer actually, July 31st. So I mean, I saw the whole mini trailer they released. I think Super Bowl Sunday, I believe it was. I mean, it was all right. Like I didn't mind it. I kind of wish I saw more. I mean, I haven't seen Venom yet. That's another movie that I kind of need to see. People tell me, "Oh, you need to see that," but I know Venom. But we'll see what happens. I have time, right? No, not funny. I know it's not funny. Venom 2 is supposed to come out, I think, also this year, but I'm not sure when. I know there's supposed to be like carnage into it. Again, I didn't see the first one, so we'll see what happens. I think the trailer was supposed to. When did we get the recent? I think when did we get Venom 2 trailer? Was that like 2 months ago? I think it was like 2 months ago. But I think Venom 2 was also supposed to release around the same time as it did this past. When it did the first one did. So we'll see. I mean, again, I don't know how Carnage is gonna look. I don't know if Tom Holland's gonna be in that one either. So we'll see what happens. Speaking of Tom Holland's, I don't know if some of you know that he's actually gonna play the lead role in Uncharted. No, I have not played none of the games, like not one, but people say those games are fucking badass. And Tom Holland's done pretty much all good shit and everything he's been in since he started his movie career. I feel like so. I think the director's good, everything's good. If everything come out pretty awesome. I really can't actually wait until um, Wonder Woman comes out. That's one kind of sad it got delayed, but again, I get why it got delayed. It's because this whole thing that's happening. But I'm kind of hoping they do the same thing that they do with other certain other movies. They're just releasing them slowly on streaming platforms, letting people just like know that it's coming. Buy it if you want to buy it, and then like if it ends up on a streaming platform that's a free streaming platform, or that you pay a monthly thing for it, why not? You know what I mean? Just watch for free and buy it anyways. Like trust me, I've done that. You know, the wife's probably not happy when I do that, but I've done that plenty of times and stuff. I also heard that what's it called? Hobbs and the Rock said there's supposed to be a Hobbs and Shaw 2 coming. Now the first one, I don't feel really. I guess it kind of connected with all the Fast and Furious movies, but I don't really feel like it really did. But still, I thought it was a dope ass movie. Obviously, after what was it? The third one sucked, but we don't talk about that one. I feel after the fourth or fifth one, I feel that's when it's just started getting real like huge explosions, big ass missions, all over the world kind of stuff. But it was still there were still good movies though. I still feel like. Also, the best one to me is still the first one. The second one, third one, we don't talk about. They just keep going and going and stuff. But again, we will see what happens. On another side note, if y'all ever watched the what you call it, the DC animated movie, I guess they call it a universe. I don't know which one was the first one that they started with, but I guess Justice League Dark Apocalypse War is said to be the last film in that whole little universe that was created by DC. I think it's kind of cool that they actually, without really, I didn't realize until probably like two, I'll say like 4 months ago. Someone told me it's a universe, like they're all connected. I'm like, what? Until I started slowly watching some of them, like, oh shit, yeah, it is. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Oh, the Flashpoint Paradox in 2013. That's what started it all, and that movie is awesome. If you know me, I'm a big Flash fan. All day, every day, Flash, Nightwing. Yes, I get it. Nightwing used to be Robin, but again, they're also two different mindsets at the time. Get over it. I love Flash. That's my wife. I'm still trying to get work on a tattoo, getting the Flash like Nightwing symbol connected. Anybody know? Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave the details at the end of the pod. Tell you where to find us and stuff. So I guess Justice Dark is gonna end the run as a 15 films. Wow, that's crazy. So this will be the sequel to The Flashpoint Paradox, Son of Batman, and Justice League Dark. All those movies that were connected together in between each one of those. But I guess those DC will still continue, or say Warner Brothers will continue to like shoot out animated movies. But I wonder if they're gonna connect them like they did with these like 15 that they did. So I think that's pretty cool if they do that. The Justice League Dark from last year was actually pretty good. I mean, it was again, like I said, it was pretty good. It wasn't great, but again, we'll see what happens. Justice League is supposed to come out on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital spring of 2020. So I must say within the next like 2 months or something, it'll probably come out on digital and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So to end our episode today, yeah, I don't really expect our episodes to be long. You know what I'm saying? Might be longer with obviously a second person here with me, but I'm trying my best. Hit me up. Tell me what I can do to change it up a little bit. Um, but yeah. So last thing we're gonna do is so today I asked Mr. Wolf, Chris Wolf, what his favorite movies were. His five favorite movies. It didn't have to be from all time. It didn't have to be the five greatest movies he thought of his life or anything. Just five movies that he likes. And he was like, "This is hard, man. This is hard for me." And again, just pick five. It's cool. The first one he picked was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume One. Now that is a dope movie. Now I feel if that movie did not take off the way it did, with just like the different characters, Star Lord, Gamora, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, Drax, it didn't work out, and you didn't have the director that you had. I don't feel that movie would have blown up the way it would have, and I don't know what they would have done. Maybe they would have continued it with like Volume Two and stuff, but I don't know what they would have done if just it didn't connect to people. Because that was probably the most different movie out of all the Marvel movies that came out. I feel like you had so many different characters, but yet they still had the same point of view at the end of everything to become a team and stuff. You know what I mean? But his second movie was Cabin in the Woods. Now, I'm not a big horror guy, but for some reason, I like the paranormal kind of movies, like Paranormal Activities and stuff. I like those. I think those are dope. But yeah, Cabin in the Woods is not really my thing. Um, but hey, whatever. Again, his third one was Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, fuck that. Freddy Krueger, I'm good, dude. No, thank you. Good night. Love you. Nope. Fuck that shit. Um, Not my thing. Hell no. But yeah, no, 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 no. His um his fourth one was The Night Before. Now, when he sent this to me, I thought The Night Before Christmas. He was quick to say, yeah, no, no, not The Night Before Christmas. The Night Before. I'm like, what is this? So I looked it up. I was like, oh, the Seth Rogen movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Anthony Mackie. You know, Falcon. Um, I've so many times like, oh, I want to see this movie. I want to see, like, it's there for me to watch, but I never watch it. He told me it's probably the funniest things he's seen. He he said it would be like me, him, and like another friend of ours' night out. You know what I'm saying? If it was like the us three, I'm like, really? Okay. Maybe at some point I'll watch it this week. Hopefully, I have time. So after work. Um, those were his five. My five. Oh, forgot one. I'm sorry. How do you forget this movie? Batman '89 with Michael Keaton. Like, bro, if that is not, and I get the whole Christian Bale thing. You know what I'm saying? People are very into those, but if at least if Batman '89 is not at least in your top five of movies, I feel like, say in the comic book realm. I know there's a whole bunch of, before this one was all the five Superman movies by Christopher Reeves, which I'm not gonna lie, never seen. Nope, never seen them. Hit me up, shoot me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I just never seen them. And when I think I tried to see the first one. It's just the graphics on that. Just for that time, again, it was huge. The background, the way they did all the sets and all that, how they made them fly, was kind of crazy. But for me, it was just not my thing at all. I just couldn't. I couldn't watch it. I could see like trailers and clips, but like a full movie, I couldn't see it. So that was his five. My five was again Batman '89. Again, that's a dope movie, bro. That's when you just kind of started the whole real, excuse me, Batman kind of movie. I don't want to say franchise, but Batman has had more movies than probably any superhero out there. I would say. I'm literally counting in my head. Because you got Batman '89, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. Oh, wait, Batman '89, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. Then you got the Three Bell movies, Begins, Dark Knight. Wow, the fact that I can't remember the third one, it's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, the three Christian Bale movies. So right there is already seven. We were supposed to get a Ben Affleck movie, but we're not now. I mean, if you want to consider BVS a Batman movie, I guess you can, but it shouldn't be. Um, and then Robert Pattinson's supposed to play another Batman. Supposed to play Batman, which obviously, if y'all have not seen the photos, like the car, the suit, the motorcycle he rocks, Bat Cycle, Batmobile, and the suit, just the whole outfit, it's different. I think that's supposed to go back to when he was like starting off. But we'll talk about that maybe in a future episode. But yeah, so one of mine was Batman '89. Yeah, I love Michael Keaton. If you think of most of the movie he kind of plays are kind of bird related. So with Michael Keaton, he's Batman. If you ever see damn, all these movies I can't remember now. It's ridiculous. I've seen them all. He played Vulture in a Spider-Man movie. know what I mean? And what was that other movie that he was in that I cannot remember? And I feel like an idiot for not remembering what the hell he was on. I'm looking this up as I'm doing this. No, I'm gonna say Bird Watch. Fucking idiot. I think it's called Bird something. Just can't remember exactly what it was. Birdman. He played a bird. You see what I'm saying? Birdman, Batman, and then Vulture. So I think he's trying to say like he wants to be Batman again. Which, dude, what I'm so down if they ever do a future Batman movie. Fucking Batman Beyond, bro. Again, another movie, another episode to talk about that. What? That'd be dope. But yeah, so again, Batman '89. Now, some of these other ones might be a little iffy. I couldn't think of a fit. What was this going on? Mighty Duck D2 Mighty Ducks. Now, if y'all have seen any of these Mighty Duck movies, y'all know the second one is the best one. The third one was like, yeah, I don't know what to say about that one. Like, yeah, okay. That's all I can say about the third one. The first one was cool because you got introduced to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you got introduced to everybody, but then the second was just something about the second one. I think because mostly when that came out, mostly everybody that was into that movie was probably the age between like 10 and like I'll say maybe 18, maybe. It's just the every single kind of where everybody came from, different towns in the U.S., different states. The way everybody was different, but they never gave up on their dream. They hated each other in the beginning, but by the end of that movie, it was a wrap. Iceland couldn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, Legit, to me, it's like one of the best movies of all time. Personally, again, personally, and then Cool Runnings, bro. Jamaican bobsled theme. If you don't think about that's just that song or a certain scene in that movie, if you've seen it, then you're sleeping. The last part, like the last 5 minutes of the movie, you know what I'm saying, when they're about to all go, the last team, or like the second to last team, they're about to go, the, they're pushing their sled. One for the money, two to the ride. One will say it's bobsled time. And they all push, they all run, get in the slide. They flying down that slope. Left, right, swing, swing, swing. And they're like, I'm not good at the feet or yard thing, so I'm gonna say they were good like 10 to 15 yards from the finish line, and they flipped over just before that, and they slid I would say they slid a good like 50 yards. It's nonstop, but they didn't. But they realized we're that close. Nobody believed in us, so we're gonna prove a point that we don't give up. We do what we do, and we're the best at it. And they just got off their sleds, picked up their bobsled, and just carried it over their shoulders and just walked to that finish line like we run this shit. We might have lost, but you know what? We don't give up. We know we can be one of you guys. For Winter Games, one of the first ever like Caribbean teams. I don't know if there's any more other Caribbean teams in bobsled, to tell you the truth. But just be the first to feel like, yeah, I can do this. We can do this. After what happened in the beginning of the movie, when they're trying to get to some three other guys are trying to get into the Olympics, and then something happened. Like, come on, man. It's like a whole like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Again, another movie, full circle. You hate each other in the beginning, but y'all come together as a team by the end of it, as family, and boom, you just finish what you love or you do what you love. You know what I'm saying? I know I say you know what I'm saying a lot. I don't know why I do that. Next movie for me is Independence Day. Welcome to Earth. Bow! Punch the alien in the face. Come on, man. That's an awesome line, bro. Will Smith is probably one of the best actors, I would say, in my generation's lifetime. I mean, obviously, he hasn't had the greatest movies. There are a lot of them that aren't great, but you can't sleep on what he's done. To me, he's top notch. Independence Day, just from beginning to end, it's a great movie. Especially when the president was like, I remember the whole speech because that's a long speech, but at the end he was like, he's done something something. Fuck, I feel so mad right now. My Independence Day. He was like, yo, you felt that shit, bro. You felt that shit. So it was like, yeah, let's get, like, you're walking around your house like, yeah, let's get hype. Let's get hype. Let's knock out these aliens. You know what I mean? But yeah, to me, that's a very good movie. If you have, you know what I'm saying, hit us up on our social media, in our one social media account, which I'll, again, at the end of the show, I will say, I will hit it up. I'll put it up and stuff like that. So I'm trying to look for the quote, but I typed it wrong. Try to find it. Ah, whatever. I'll post it up when I find it. But anyways, yeah. So that was my fourth one. My next one now, the fifth one, I for some reason I couldn't think of one at the time, but I like this movie. I think it was a good ending to what had started in, I believe, 2007. Now, if you don't know what I'm saying from the moment I say 2000, what movie started it in 2007, then whatever. Endgame, Avengers Endgame. Now, I was mad I didn't get to see it day one. I don't know why I was mad for it, but yeah, I was upset. Like, I want to see that shit so bad day one. But I did. I think I saw it. I think it was like uh, third day. Come on, it was actually me and Wolf went to go see it. I was like, yo, I'm about to go see Endgame. You want to come? He was like, I got no money. I like, dude, don't worry about it. I already got the tickets. You want to come? Yes or no? I was like, yeah. I'm like, we went. We sat there just watching every scene. You're like, oh. You know what I'm saying? When Scarlett Johansson just died, I was like, no. Black Widow. See, I told you I was going to remember at some point. I told you to remember that shit at fucking some point. I don't remember why I was remembering it from the beginning of the fucking episode. But I knew I was remembering Black Widow at some point. You know what I'm saying? All the movies. Black Widow movies coming out. I want to see that though. From when Black Widow died to past Gamora, backstabbing, pretty much future everybody else, and future Gamora dying, but then past Gamora disappears at the end of Endgame, and we're like, wait, where'd she go? You know, first thing, if you haven't seen the movie, too bad. I don't. I'm not saying spoilers. You know, I just said it. You know what I mean? And then we all knew someone was gonna die. We all knew it. We just didn't know who. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do I feel that was probably the saddest part of the movie? I would say, yeah, that was kind of, I would say it was emotional for a lot of people that started watching the movie, watch all this whole shit that Iron Man started from 2007 and basically was in every single movie just about. He was a quick cameo. He was just about every single freaking Marvel movie to Endgame. It was ridiculous. Robert Downey Jr. killed that role to the end of time, and he looked like him too. Shit, that's the crazy part. He actually looked like Tony Stark Fuck. But anyways, the fact that he started this whole thing and then ended it. I know it's, people talk about this. I have already talked about this since it came out in freaking June or May. Sorry, April. Sorry, but I feel like I've never really talked about it. The fact that he was like from there since day one, essentially, and he's the one to just choose to end himself. It's like he knew it was what he needed to do to save the future. You know what I mean? And I know I'm skipping a big part, like what happened. I would say about almost like 5 minutes before Tony dies, when it was Cap, Tony, and Thor walking to meet up with wow, what is my mind going to today? Thanos, and Thanos talking shit and stuff. And it's, you know what I'm saying? And then you see, you hear, I think Tony and Thor are down. Oh, man, I'm going to rewatch this movie at some point. My mind's blurring right now. And then next, Cap is just standing there. And then the only thing you hear in his ear is, hey, Cap, you hear me? On your left. And next, you see portals just opening slowly. You see Falcon flying out of one. You see fucking Doctor Strange, all the monks, fucking Spider-Man. If y'all don't know Howard the Duck was in this movie, you gotta go back and actually watch it. It's quick, but you gotta pause it at a certain point. Just everybody that died from Infinity War in the world just comes through all those portals, and it's like you're like right now I'm getting chills just thinking about that scene, because that scene was so epic, bro. There's people walking out of those, flying out, the ships, the flyers. Just, again, all those portals is like, yo, is this about to? And then Cap said the words that we, like every single mother person was thinking of. The phrase that needed to be said. This is the first Avengers, but the fact that they saved it till now made it even better. Avengers Assemble. Fuck. Woo! It got me hyped when he said that shit. The only thing I wish was it was more, you know what I'm saying? Because he was like, Avengers Assemble. You know what I mean? I wish Cap was more like, he screamed that shit. You know what I mean? Avengers Assemble! You know? And then that would have been like even more, I would have been more, I would have gotten out of my seat if he did that. You know what I mean? But then obviously the whole battle sequence and then seeing Pepper Potts in her suit, that was dope. People sleeping on that, but that was dope as hell, bro. Because that can continue something into the future of whatever Marvel has planned. And they have a whole bunch of movies already lined out coming, so I can't wait till those come out. You know what I mean? So those were my 5 movies. Again, they're not my top 5. They're not my top 10, but they're in my realm of movies that I watch. Like, so, but I said Mighty Ducks is probably like in my top 5. Excuse me. So yeah, that's it, guys. It legitimately is the end of the official first episode of the Mellow and Wolf podcast. Again, thank you for listening. I would say thank you for watching, but I don't plan on doing this on video ever. So, yeah. Again, if you want to find myself or Mr. Chris Wolf on any social media accounts, again, it's only on one because I'm still working on the other one. You can find us on Instagram. I just actually made it today, so I kind of really can't remember what it is. Uh, there's so many. I put Mellow. Oh, I think I remember what it is. Sorry. Mellow underscore Wolf at yeah, no, shit. That's not it. Again, I'm looking for it now. Sorry about this. I'm ill prepared for this. You gotta be kidding me right now. But anyways, I plan on actually watching the whole um, Marvel Cinematic Universe again. At some point, I'm actually trying to get all the movies in what you call it. What you call it? Can't remember. What you call it? Can't remember. What you call it? Can't remember. And 4K. Yeah, I'm trying to get all of them in 4K. I think I have five in 4K as of right now. So I'm still working on getting the rest of them. The wife's like, why? It's like I told her I'm not watching none of the movies until um until I have every single one. She's like, why? Because I don't want to. I want to watch them like one a day. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. I want to watch each movie one a day and just like enjoy it. Know what I'm saying? Just enjoy what I'm watching. And they come back to you, you know what I'm saying? Come back on here and just discuss it with people. Or with Chris. Or Wolf, sorry. Yeah, I'm still learning how to work Instagram, by the way. Not trying to be disrespectful to anybody on here. That's not what I said. So why can't I find us on Instagram? I might have to change our name on Instagram for people to find us because I legit having issues here. And I probably shouldn't be continuing this while I'm talking to you guys, but I want to make sure you guys find us on Instagram and stuff. Yeah. So, all right. So I was wrong. I apologize. So you can find us on Instagram at under mellow Mello underscore wolf WOLF, and I believe also on Spotify as the same thing. Again, I'm ill prepared. Hopefully next pod will be better than this one. Excuse me. But I hope everybody is having a good day. Hopefully everybody has a good day. Hopefully you hit us up, ask us what just throw down some questions you want to know about us, or if you have anything to know about us. And yeah, man. And for Spotify, you can put mellow space the and symbol. I don't know what you. I know there's a name, actual official name for it, but I don't know it. Space wolf. If I'm to look for us on the for podcast. You know what I'm saying? If you have any issues, just hit us up or hit me up at Mellow Fellow 22 on Instagram. That's Mellow MELL underscore Fellow FELL 22 on Instagram, and I'm also on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? But my legal name, which I don't feel it's time for me to put that name out yet. But at some point, I will be making a page for the cast. But once again, thank you guys for listening, and I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.